Tonight on Global TV News Prime, new defense minister assumes office, pledges to secure Nigeria. In business, federal government secures $2 billion CNG investments, targets $5 billion by 2027. On the foreign scene, United Nations says Tanzania intensifying crackdown amid rising rice concerns. And in sports, a Federal Capital Territory set for half-marathon final stages. Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Prime here on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Uyi Agumofwegbe. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV, channel 365, and Star Times, channel 276. Tonight, let's begin by telling you a new chapter has opened in Nigeria's defense leadership as the newly appointed Minister of Defense, retired General Christopher Musa, has assumed duty in Abuja with a firm declaration that the era of shedding innocent blood must come to an end. Our defense correspondent, Kekelomo Okere, has details for us.
General Christopher Musa arrived the Ministry of Defense headquarters to a warm and spirited reception. Staff lined the corridors, chanting solidarity song as he made his way into the building. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Olufemi Oloyede, led service chiefs in formally welcoming the minister, marking the beginning of a new operational direction for the nation's security architecture. Addressing senior officers and personnel, General Musa acknowledged the gravity of Nigerian security challenges and stressed that the time has come for decisive, coordinated action across all formations of the armed forces.
I come to this role not as a stranger to our security challenges, but as a comrade who has been in the trenches both literally and figuratively. I have seen firsthand the bravery of our troops, the complexity of our threats, and the pivotal role of strategic coordination. Like I always said, no single individual can achieve this alone. No single service or parastatal can do. We must work as Nigerians, making Nigeria better.
He outlined a vision anchored on operational efficiency, improved synergy among the services, and a system that rewards professionalism while sanctioning negligence. The minister also assured that troops' welfare will remain at the core of his priorities.
Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot afford to operate in silos. We cannot tolerate gaps between policy and execution or between the ministry and the services. This ministry will be a powerhouse of strategic direction, enabling support, and a relentless accountability. We must provide that support for our troops to continue to succeed. They are sacrificing their lives out there in the field, day, night, thunderstorm, windstorm, whatever the situation, to ensure that we, Nigerians, can go to bed and sleep well.
He noted that while the task ahead is daunting, the armed forces must deliver measurable results to restore peace and public confidence across the country. Kekelomo Okere, Global Television News. General Christopher Musa.
Thank you so very much, Kekelomo. The House of Representatives has postponed debates on the 45 bills for the 6th alteration to the 1999 Constitution until next week. The decision followed requests by members for more time to study the bills and consult widely. National Assembly correspondent Aniete Patrick now reports.
At the start of the week's legislative sitting, Deputy Speaker and Chair of the Special Committee on Constitution Review, Benjamin Kalu, presented the committee's report for consideration. Deliberations were set to begin immediately, but on Thursday, some members complained that they had not received copies of the report and needed additional time to review the proposed amendments.
I want to urge that we suspend discussing this document for now until next week, so that our colleague will have enough time to study, to read, so that we can come from the well-informed position.
We plead, sir, very sincerely I will plead, that members be given time to look at this amendment, which is a constitutional amendment, not just a statutory amendment.
As a result, the House remained divided between members ready to commence debates and those seeking more time.
But I want to advise that whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. And when you want to do it well, they also say, why do you have to leave what you can do today until tomorrow?
We have come to a critical stage, and postponing the starting of this process is losing more days. If we start today, if it is only 10 members that can contribute today, we continue on Tuesday. You know, you have already taken 10 out of 360 contributions, probably. But if we lose today again, we have lost the whole week.
The Deputy Speaker aligned with the later group, and the decision to delay the debate was upheld.
What we don't start now, and we start it next week, I don't think we have lost so much. The most important thing is that the committee has met the target of finishing their work first week of December.
Meanwhile, the House also commemorated the International Day of Persons with Disabilities with a motion sponsored by Oke Joe Onukalusi. From the National Assembly, Anie T. Patrick, reporting for Global TV News.
Many thanks, Anieti. The Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike, has debunked claims that he is no longer a member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, insisting that he remains firmly in the party, urging its leadership to resolve internal crisis. The minister stated this while briefing journalists after inspecting the ongoing construction of an interchange bridge connecting Maitama, Gishiri, Jai, and Gwarimpa in Abuja. Hassan Kabir has details.
The political atmosphere has been tense following the defection of 16 Rivers State lawmakers, including the Speaker, following the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressive Congress. Citing divisions with the PDP, the defected lawmakers argued that constitutional provisions allowed them to live under such circumstances. Responding to the development, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike described the situation as unfortunate, but maintained that every politician has the right to make their choices.
Well, it's unfortunate. I have always said that when everybody has the right to make a choice, the party is fully factionalized. And the requirement of the Constitution says that when the faction is factionalized, they are bound to leave the party.
Wike explained that although a large number of lawmakers have left, several others remained loyal to the PDP, and he will continue working with them to strengthen the party. He reiterated that he is still a full member of the People's Democratic Party and called on the party leadership to urgently address the crisis to prevent further losses.
I'm still in PDP, so those who remained who continue to work together, and that's what I've said to the party: put your house in order, because at the end of the day, if you don't put your house in order, it's the party that is losing.
The former Rivers State governor emphasizes that the remaining lawmakers must be supported to build a stronger and relevant opposition voice, stressing that the internal division only weakens the party's chances in future elections. Kabir Hassan, reporting for Global TV.
Nigeria's drive for economic diversification has received a major boost in Owerri, Imo State capital, as Vice President Kashim Shettima declared Imo State a strategic hub for rapid growth in technology, gas utilization, agro-industrial processing, and small businesses. He made the remarks at the 2025 Imo State Economic Summit, which has drawn global leaders, investors, and policymakers to explore new development opportunities. Amarachi Ibe has details for us.
Owerri is playing host to a convergence of high-level delegates from across Africa, Europe, and other regions. The Vice President Kashim Shettima outlines the federal government's support through institutions like the Bank of Industry and the Development Bank of Nigeria, alongside expanding public-private partnership in housing, transport, and renewable energy.
The federal government stands ready to support Imo State in these investment areas. Our role is to work with you to unlock opportunities.
Governor Hope Uzodinma announced a new special energy zone designed to guarantee uninterrupted power supply, stimulate investment